1 2 1 2. This your boy Swizz Beatz. You already know. QuickSilva, Dominique Da Diva, zone. Jesus. Yeah, make it great for life.
As promised, you know the vibes, and you know why you're here. This is the QuickSilva Show.
With Dominique Da Diva, and I have to say, I am so excited right now, Quick. You see the excitement for real. This is like the perfect time. The person that we have all the questions for, the man of the hour.
Give him the zone first. Before we say his name, everybody listen to the radio, say zone.
zone.
I don't want to do it in front of him because we're like, girl, nah.
You good.
Hey, Swizz Beatz, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Man, this is a big weekend, of course, man. We got to start. You already know why we're here. First and foremost, rest in peace to our brother. Anybody that's watching the show, we got to throw our X's up.
Yes.
For one of the legends we lost, man, DMX. But the album, Exodus. Wow. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm hearing about it. What can you tell us about it? Dropping Friday.
I mean, I feel it's one of Dog's best works, you know, best body of works. He was the most focused I've seen him in years. You know, we haven't done an album like this in 12 years, like locked in together, Batman and Robin, you know, and it felt good to get back to where we started, you know, with the seriousness of the craft.
Absolutely. And the crazy part, Swizzy, of course, I had the honor and privilege of being on the listening session with you guys. And there's a bunch of songs that you played on there that I was like, okay, wow. But Bath Salts with JP and Nas, are you serious, Swizz? With the horn in the intro, are you serious?
Yeah, very serious.
Wow.
Very serious.
Can you explain the process of like what it felt like in the studio, of course, with X's verse and Jay-Z and Nas on that Bath Salts record, which, by the way, I'm not going to jump out there, but I will jump out there and say that might be, so far, my favorite song on the album. So far.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, it depends on where you come from in hip hop. You know, but it's definitely, it's song number 2. So you get hit with that, immediately. Right. You know, even the way the album starts with the locks. Like, it's no talking, the music just plays and we get right to it, give you that iconic, we start out with the iconic Rough Rider DMX Swiss sound.
Absolutely.
And then we just go on the whole journey. And, you know, you're going to laugh, you're going to dance, you're going to cry, you're going to think, all of that. It's a hell of a roller coaster. Man. And each song represents Dog in a different way.
I'm so excited. I didn't have the privilege to listen to it yet, but that's fine because that's what DMX does, like just have you so excited to hear the music. And I know that it's a super journey. I am a big Pop Smoke fan, and I do recall hearing about a Pop Smoke DMX collaboration. Did that record make the album?
Unfortunately, it didn't because they ended up using the verse.
Oh,
you know, we had it, but then some way the verse got used, and you know, we just felt like everything should be new on the record. You know, if the world haven't heard the verse before, then that's different. But you know, the record was out, the verses came out. It was two verses actually. But we put Moneybag Yo on the song because the song's called Money.
Swizz. Oh man,
Moneybag Yo's that guy too.
He's on fire right now.
I like him a lot.
It's something you said, Swizz. You said it depends on what era you come from in hip hop. If you're just tuning into the show, of course, we're talking Swizz Beatz, but Bath Salts, like you say, that's for the 90s hip hop, like bars lovers. But that money is for the clubs tonight. Tonight. Like this is my 230 record, Diva. Like the Bath Salts is for my hip hop heads in the back. But when I put this one on, the bottles are coming out, the confetti's coming down from the sky.
Yes, that's a fact.
I'm an 87 baby, so I like a little bit of both. So I'm gonna rock with both of them. He said it's the one.
I like that.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I like that.
Of course, Swizzy, like, what does this album mean? We know what this album means to DMX and his fans and his family and supporters. And once again, rest in peace to DMX. And it still sounds crazy saying that.
Word.
What does this album mean to Swizz Beatz? That wasn't just a guy that you produced for. That was your brother. What does this album mean to Swizzy Exodus?
I think this album for me is like it's a great completion to his chapters. Okay. You know, although more music might come later, but this physical of him being here, body of work, you know, it means a lot to me because I seen how it meant to him.
Right.
You know, like he would show up on time, 12 in the afternoon, because the way that I was working on the album, I had the schedule to where he's in the studio at 12 and then he could have the rest of his day maybe about 4. But X worked quick, so it's not really a long thing. And we had our schedule and we had our vibe. And I also loved seeing him embrace all of the features. You know, Dog don't really do features. And he was just open to do features on this record. He was like, yo, let's go big. I was like, you know, it's Bono on the record, Lil Wayne, Alicia Keys, everybody, Snoop, you know, like, and he was just embracing everybody, you know, Usher. He was just loving the love, and, you know, they'll pull up to the studio on him, and it was just, you know, the Griselda one though. Woo! Ooh, that one is a real
problem. So excited. I'm like, I want to hear it. I want to
real problem.
I think that's for me, Swizz, why I was so impressed. Like I say, Swizz Beatz, what I love about him personally, you have a sound, but you know how to like redevelop your sound. So sometimes some records, I'm like, I can't tell if this is Swizz, or I can tell. But I feel like this album, like you really got in your bag and your production and your like the sound of this album. It's amazing, man. And I want to give you your flowers while we got you on this show, because like I said, you have really affected the culture in a way that a lot of producers, songwriters, and artists have not. So what you've done for the culture and DMX and Rough Riders as a whole, man, it's commendable. And while we got you here, we got to give you them flowers because you are definitely earned legendary status.
Thank you. And you know, I definitely had a supporting cast, even though I produced the album, because like, you know, the album is not about me. It's like, you know, if I needed somebody for keys, if I needed certain things, I wasn't like scared to make those phone calls. You know, shout out to Arab Music, shout out to Avery, shout out to everybody that lend a hand to the record. You know, it took a village for us to be here, and I think that the product is. You heard it. You know, I know what I feel. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm hard on myself. Everybody
gonna feel it Friday. Friday, the world gonna feel Exodus the way we all already love it, man.
Let's shoot that thing up to #1 for sure. I can't wait to hear you. Excited. Well, we know that you're legendary in many different ways, and on your journey of continuing to be a legend, we now have Verzuz, and we've all watched Verzuz battle from IG Live to now the big stage to big sponsors, the Ciroc, the Doritos, the Trillers. I mean, you brought out
of hand.
The lineup. Crazy. And now we just hear about a rematch between you and, excuse me, I'm from Virginia, so I gotta go with Timbo the King.
It's okay.
We get a rematch, and you guys decide that now is the time to do a Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, because you know we had the rematch, and we said, you know, people didn't really get to see our verses like that. The platform wasn't on fire. We had like 20,000 people, and that was big for us at that time. And it also was something to celebrate what we've done with it. You know, it was just like, yo, let's do it again and do it on. Let us see how it feel to be on our own platform, because we don't even know what it's like to be on Verzuz.
Shooting in the gym with it. Y'all started with it.
Let's see, for the rematch that's happening Sunday, once again, shout out to Liv and my guy Mike Garden down there in Miami. Are you gonna have a DJ playing both for y'all songs, or you gonna actually DJ yourself and Swizz and Timbo gonna play his own music?
I think we're gonna have our own DJs.
Okay.
Because Tim can DJ, but it's like it's different than like when me and Just Blaze, like we're on a lot of our songs.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Like Just wasn't on like a lot of his songs except for his tag. Right. Me and Tim got endless classic choruses and classic songs to where we just left it open so we could do both.
Dope, super dope. Now I gotta ask, man, with Verzuz, of course, being with the success that it has, two-part question: which Verzuz had the biggest numbers, like as far as what views?
I think Keisha Cole and Ashanti might have got the numbers.
Oh, that's what's up.
Even though you know it was a late start Verzuz.
That's why I was waiting.
I think that might have got the numbers. Don't quote me, but I'm almost sure.
Got you.
Yeah, because you can go back and watch now, and then you can watch it on different, you know,
You can watch it. You can watch it anywhere. You got Fight TV. You can stay watching it on Instagram. You can watch it on Triller. You know, HD. You know.
I was trying to.
Like, come on, we got Instagram looking like the Grammys.
No, you
I don't know. I know you're a businessman. I'm not sure what deal you worked out, but man, they owe y'all all types of checks, man. Because I think y'all changed the way that Instagram goes live. Up until Verzuz, you know, DJs and all of us were doing lives, but with the numbers you guys got, they had to like redo all their back office to now match what you guys are doing. So I'm sure you got a check, but it should have been a substantial check.
Nah, we didn't get a check from them.
Really?
We didn't need a check from them.
Explain why. Why not?
Because, you know, I felt like it did what it needed to do. You know, we took $100 million or whatever dollar platform and created our own brand with it and was able to sell that brand, you know, by using their platform. Right. So I felt that we got taken care of very well.
I'm glad that you said that, because that was going to be my next question. Like, when it all goes down in the quarantine hip hop history books of what was happening, you know, Verzuz is going to come about. And what does that mean for our culture to be able to look at, you know, how you guys build something and make it much bigger than just on your phone?
Yeah. I mean, I always knew, and Tim will agree with this too, that when the creatives celebrate each other, when we celebrate each other as people and as community, especially as artists, it works. It goes well. You know, there's nothing like us coming together and making magic. And that's what really made Verzuz, was the people coming together, you know, choosing to come together, and also letting people know that music is timeless. You know, every single artist that performed on Verzuz, charts, they went back on the charts. They streams went up 700%. You know, everybody got something from Verzuz, not only from that part, but, you know, me and Tim gave all of those artists, you know, and that all the 43 artists ownership in the company, and Triller and Verzuz, you know. So when Triller go public with Verzuz and public as an entity, it'll be the biggest public offering, the biggest IPO for creatives that the world ever seen. You never had that many creators participating in a public offering, which people understand a little bit more about that later. You know, but it's a whole big thing, because they're used to just giving 2 people the money. They're not used to giving 50 people the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what we want to show people, like, yo, all the creators should get something.
Now, speaking of all of them, okay, and the world opening back up, okay, and watching Verzuz, but what about a Verzuz tour? Like, what's good in person? Like,
you know we got that. You know we got
zone.
Zone. You know, we you know, me and Tim is gonna have an audience at ours. It's really it's Live Sunday. Like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Live on Friday or Thursday. It's Live Sunday.
Hey, Swizzy, we got to ask it as well. Of course, like we mentioned, DMX album we know is Friday. The Verzuz rematch with you and Timbo is Sunday. The one that we've been hearing about, and no one has a date, and Diva and myself were talking about this. Is this Bow Wow and Soulja Boy really happening? And if so, when?
What's up?
Is this real?
I mean, we didn't get to put our fly out, but yeah, it seems like it's real.
It seems like, you use the word seems, man. Come on, is it?
Nah, it's 99% real. So it's just.
So we don't have a date yet.
Nah, we didn't get to get into the date yet. You know, they got excited, which I'm happy. I love to see when people get excited and it's organic. You know, everything don't have to be formal all the time. You know, so we're gonna roll out a whole calendar that's gonna show you the next 5+ Verzuz.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because we're so excited. I'm ready to crank that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bounce from now while, you feel me? But we were excited as well, because they went live and everything. We like, but don't try to give us the bootleg version. Like, we gotta do this right. So I'm so glad that you said it is happening, just not formal yet.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy you said that. I'm happy that the people protect Verzuz. Like,
absolutely.
A lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I even seen big names try to do it, and I used to get so mad. I used to be like, yo, like, I'm gonna do this?
I can't do this.
And then I just started leaving it alone, because the people, I seen them showing up. And I'm like, okay, you got
Yeah.
5,000 people,
right.
You gotta do this the right way.
The numbers could have been a lot different, and your streams different if you did it officially with Verzuz.
Yeah, I think everybody know now, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, right. We'll look forward to that honor.
While we're on Verzuz, of course, one Verzuz I think that shocked us all was Jeezy and Gucci. Like, first and foremost, who made that call? Like, how'd that happen? Because we always thought that would never happen.
Well, I think a few people made that because it was supposed to be T.I.
We know.
It was supposed to be T.I., but we bumped into a little bit of turbulence with that, which is cool. And then we had to go to the next level. So at that time, Larry Jackson was on the Verzuz team when we was at Apple. So he had something to do with it. P had something to do with it. Right. Jeezy had definitely something to do with it. Everybody has something to do with it. Everybody has something to do with it. But the thing that I respect is that those two grown men of how they evolved, and they was man enough to let the world know how they was really feeling. Although they kept it real on stage, they showed the world that they can get past a problem. You don't got to hold on to this every day. Like, these guys are married with kids and things now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like things happen when you're younger. A lot of people disagree with that, with them doing that, but I'm thinking about the people's lives that they saved by doing that.
Right. Now, you absolutely right.
The culture needed to see that for sure.
They needed to see that. But I just don't like that people showed up for that one to see them cut up. You know what I mean? They wanted to see them throw their life out the window that night, and I don't like that part.
I'm gonna say my mouth dropped. I didn't know how it was gonna go. Gucci was like, I was like, wait, what was going on? But it was
when Gucci started on that Swizz, I couldn't imagine.
I couldn't watch it.
So you didn't see the live part when Gucci was going at him. You didn't see that part.
No, I seen everything, but my phone was going so crazy. I was traveling. My phone was ringing. Everybody, yo, you gotta cancel. You gotta stop it. I could every.
Gonna kill each other, right?
Everybody was pulling the red alarm, and so when we made it through, that was a big.
I have to tell you that my favorite Verzuz was actually Snoop Dogg and DMX's Verzuz. Like, that night, I was having a blast. Like, I don't know what
it was. Snoop Dogg dancing for me.
That was so. And look, DMX kept it so real. I remember one time they was telling him it was time to, say an ad or something like that. And X was like, "Hey, tell him to say that. Like, I'm not saying. I get Snoop to say that. I'm not saying that. Like, whatever. Let's go." Like, he wasn't about to do it. Like. And I just thought that was so funny. Like, we had a great time. It was.
I feel like that's a testimony of who X was, though. And Swizzy, you can probably vouch for this. X does things and did things on his own terms, no matter what.
He stayed himself.
I don't think it was a sponsor. Right.
No commentates. Ask him to say that. Y'all see him out here. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, man. I gotta watch that again. I gotta go watch that back.
No, he did. He was like, tell him to do it.
We got to wrap up in a second, man, because Zoom giving us the numbers. But real quick, Swizz, man, if right now, of course, as we mentioned, this is a big weekend. The rematch of Verzuz with you and Timbo, but DMX Exodus out this Friday.
Yeah. Big zone
album that's going to come out this Friday. If you right now, Swizz,
biggest album this year,
absolutely, and I definitely put the QuickSilva show with Diva stamp on that one. If you could say something right now to DMX. And to all of his fans and supporters watching, what would Swizz Beatz say to DMX if we can just say one last thing to him right now?
Oh man, love you more than ever, King.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's it. So many things to say. But long live the dog.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Put our X's up. Put our Rough Riders sign up.
Hey, Friday
today, man. Hey, Swizz.
Excuse my sleepy face too.
Man, we knew you working. I was excited.
I had a long night, man. I had a long morning, long night. But I like it though, because I got to do this for my brother. I got to do it. It is what it is.
Hey, D, we got like 3 minutes left before Zoom cut us off. You want to play Think Quick real quick with Swizzy?
Do you think Swizzy can think quick?
Swizzy can. So real quick, it's gonna be fast. It's gonna be fast, I promise you. So real quick, we got a game we be playing on the show called Think Quick. And what happens is Diva gives you a word, and once she gives you a word, you got to sing the first song that comes to your mind. As long as that word is
the first song that comes to my mind.
Yeah,
the word can be anywhere.
Testing me this morning, jeez.
This is gonna be hilarious.
It can be anywhere, so it can be anywhere in the lyrics, anywhere, don't matter.
right, here we go. Let's see if you can do this. Let's see. I'll give you the
give us something easy to start.
5 seconds on the clock. Your first word is party.
5.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Let's party up.
But it has to be the word in the lyrics.
No. It has to be the word in the lyrics.
Like we like
so it gotta be in the lyrics, so it can't be the song.
Right. It don't have to be the song title.
Here we go. 5 seconds on the clock. Your next word is love.
5.
Oh God, I'm too tired. I'm burnt out. I ain't gonna.
All right, man. We give you a pass, Swizz, because you look tired.
Loving you.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
Man, Ribbleton, I don't know why the hell that came on my mind.
Well, you were on the radio, we would have hung up on you because the word was love. And you start singing loving. So it's okay. It's okay. You Swizzy.
See?
You know what I mean? Like
it's too early for all this, Diva, and I'm tired.
That's a hard game, by the way. That's a hard game.
In the car, people go crazy about it. They say, oh, I know a song and don't know it. I give them the easiest word.
Yeah.
That's like asking a person, who are you?
Right. Most people answer what they do for a living, but not who they are.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Swizzy, thank you so much, my brother. Of course, the album Exodus out. Support my brother, support Verzuz, support everything. Rest in peace to DMX.